It's King Colin walking. You know how we do, baby. I'm back with something light. Sit tight. Everything's gonna be alright. Back in the matter. I'm back in the matter. I'm back with another fantasy video. Dang. That's crazy, my guys. I was gonna say welcome back, welcome to the month of February. You know how we do, baby. It's a delightful month, it's a delightful season, yo. I was gonna say this is the month of love, my guys. So I'm just gonna say, like, just spread out love inside the air, spread out love into the atmosphere. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's not just all about finding a Valentine. It's all about spreading love, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I know it's not really a holiday, but like, if February is claimed to be the month of love, like, why not play a party gig? So yeah, as you guys can see, my lads did the job. They did the job. We did the job, 3 and 3. We did the job. I'm just gonna say this. I declared war this week, and war it was. Like, I have to take my hat off to Larry and OVO Tito. Like, this was the craziest week in fantasy. Like, I'm just gonna let you guys know, this was the craziest week in fantasy. Look how tight everything was. I only won by about I didn't win by much. As you guys can see, 8 steals, 11 blocks. Brav, I think it was Saturday, Atikumba was 1 assist away from a triple double. As you guys can see, my players' points went up by a lot. Like, this is the first time I've hit the 740 range, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. Because my team went crazy. Sheesh, bro. I'm gonna tell you guys this here. Like, Larry's team is a very good team at scoring. I realized that his percentages and the scoring, they're crazy, right? So I knew, like, right from the bat, I knew I was gonna lose off of percentages. Like, there was no two ways about that. The points, I knew I was gonna lose, right? It was a triple double for me. I knew I was gonna win the blocks. I knew I was gonna win the steals, right? And Larry's team is also good at assist, right? The 3-pointers made, I thought Larry's team would actually maybe make it more closer than what it is. And then the rebounding, I knew I wasn't scared about the rebounding. I knew it, right? It's just the assist I knew would be really close, and the 3-pointers made was a question mark for me, right? But other than that, I was confident that I would win the triple double, blocks, steals, and rebounds, right? So that's 3-3, right? And then this was a question mark for me, and this was tight. But my team's usually really good at assists, right? But I'm just gonna say, like, for me, the player of the week for Larry's team was Bam Adebayo. This guy, I don't know what got into him, but like, he's what made the rebound and battle tight for me. Like, Bam made the rebound and battle tight. And yeah, you guys can see Atikumba got 47, but this 43 was annoying because it was like, at one point I had a pretty nice lead on Larry on everything. I think I was up like 7-2. And then Bam Adebayo is grabbing like 12 rebounds in the game and all of that. Like, I knew that Atikumba would grab like this, like, it's Atikumba, right? But Bam was going crazy, right? And then Julius Randle too. Like, on the last day, he dropped 4 3-pointers on the Clippers, right? So like, he made this closer than what it should have been. Donovan Mitchell had a bad week, as you can see right here. He had a bad week. It saved me in ways, but then again, like, that's part of the game. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, your players are gonna do that to you, but like, what are you gonna do about it? Andrew Wiggins dropped 78 this week. He was doing too much for me as well. Like, he was doing way too much for me. I didn't like it. RJ Barrett was doing too much as well. Like, Colin Sexton, he was good. And I'm gonna tell you this, I've been trying to tell Larry this the whole time, right? But man's don't want to listen. His team is solid. Like, his team is hard to beat. It's hard to beat. But like, other than scoring points, I don't think his team is like that strong other than scoring points. And I'm gonna tell you guys this, right? So Porzingis out my last game, right? Porzingis out my last game. Jimmy Butler only played one game this week, and that's the maniac he did in one game. So Jimmy Butler's officially back, right? Dragic only played one game too, right? And I'm showing you this again. Cousins, I think, played 2 games, but did this nonsense, right? And I'm showing you guys, where's this joke? I also picked up Bojan, yeah. Where's this joke? Blake Griffin played, I don't know, but he did this rubbish, right? He did that. So basically what I'm trying to say is that, like, I had players grabbing me 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists in the game, playing like 20 plus minutes. I shouldn't have won this matchup. Like, I shouldn't have beat Larry, because DeMarcus Cousins at one point dropped 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 assist. Blake Griffin only had like 3 points and 2 rebounds in the game. Dragic only played, I think, 1 game. So, like, because Larry's team don't really like post up high numbers in other categories, like, if you just accept the fact he's gonna beat you on points and these 2 categories, if you know your team's not good on them, just fight for the rest, and you should win. Like, no diss to Larry, but like, yeah, like, for example, he only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players like get more than like 15 assists, right? And then it's like he had a lot of players not do much for him. Like, they don't really put out a lot inside this area right here. It's not really a close margin, like, at all. Like, for example, like, it's a positive skew, because it's like, if you pull this in a database, right, because of these 2 numbers, the graph is not going to be accurate, because this, and then, okay, this is close, but then right from this you go right to 23s, and then after that it's just low teens and single digits. Not trying to say, then assist, he has bad people that do like assist, but like for a point guard, grabbing 18 assists in a week is really bad. This is okay, and like, yeah, like, his team doesn't fill out these categories enough, and I feel like that's what costing Larry right now, that his team doesn't fill out these categories enough. And then defensively, like, his team is good, but let's be real, like, this was a really good week for him in steals, like a really good week for him, and in blocks as well. This was a really good week for him, because, yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't feel like his team does enough on other categories, which is why, like, I was so confident. But moving to my team, I picked up Keldon, Jeff, and Bojan, and I had to do this because Jimmy Butler was out for he was out, and he only played 1 game this week. Blake Griffin, I think I might finally just drop him and leave him on the table, because I've had enough of these poor performances. Even though he grabbed 35, 1, 1, 10, 10, I just feel like, for example, like, Bojan grabbed half of his points inside 1 game, right? And if I let Bojan, kept him for the whole week, he would have easily grabbed me 5 more 3-pointers, 6 more rebounds, and 8 more assists. Like, that would have been easy. Like, Jeff Green basically did better than Blake Griffin's numbers in 1 game, and Jeff Green was a vital piece. Like, I picked him up on 1 a.m. Sunday night. Keldon Johnson done bits for me as well. Like, these are my guys. Like, they helped me win. Like, Dragic had a bad week in my opinion. I mean, Doncic had a bad week, but these are still crazy numbers, bro. 36 assists inside a week, that's still crazy. KD had an alright week. He missed the game. Like, 5 blocks in a week, that's still crazy, my guys. Like, Cousins, I'm just gonna keep him because, look, 6 steals in a week, 1 block, that's crazy. And like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, compared to Larry's team, I had 1 guy grab me 6, 2 guy grab me 6, 3 guy got me 6. Then 1 guy got me 4. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's so like there's not much of a, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna put that on the graph, it's like you can't say that this graph is like negatively or positively skewed, if you get what I'm trying to say. Then Miles Turner again, 11 blocks. Larry ain't got a guy that does that for him in any of these categories, you know what I mean? But I got that 11 blocks, you know what I mean? I had way too much zeros, but these guys just weren't playing. Like, Dallas had a bad ball game week. But yeah, like, if anything I need to improve on my team is field goal percentages, which is why I dropped Blake Griffin, and I don't think I'm going to pick him up. I think I'm going to keep Jeff Green and see how that rides out for me, or I might pick up somebody else. But yo, LaMelo went crazy this week. He went crazy, like, and I just want to give thanks. But here's another example, right? Look at my team's rebounding. 18, 25, 29, right? Then you have the low numbers. I only picked these guys up for 1 game, so bear in mind, 9, 7, 4, right? Then now you have 28, then you have 20, right? Then you have 8. You only played 2 games. Then you have 22, 26, 17, 10. You see how it's all like they're close? You know what I'm trying to say? Whereas Larry's team, there's a very, very drastic drop from like 40s to 30s to right to low 30s. Then, know what I mean? So yeah, like, that was a hard fought battle. It was one of the craziest matchups in a week and a year. Matthew versus David, like Ragnar, Team the Seal versus Ragnar Lothbrok. This matchup was crazy. It went down to, I think this matchup was finished on Saturday. That's when I knew, yeah, David's definitely won. And yo, Matthew's team balled out. I can't lie, like, they balled out. I feel like the problem many of us are having is that a lot of players are not playing because of COVID or just injuries, bro. Like, no one's team is consistently out there. Like, no one is having a consistent lineup week in, week out. But this Beasley guy, bro, I don't know how Matthew got him, but 100 points for an unknown man, that's crazy, my guy. And yeah, Damian Lillard 100 points again. Then 93 from who? Kyrie. Like, Matthew's team went crazy. Like, 8 blocks from Serge Ibaka. Like, it's crazy, but I don't know what happened. Matthew's team, like I said, guys, like, the Eastern Conference is a hard conference to beat. Like, we are not a joke. I just want to say, I just want to put that out there. Like, we're not a joke. As you can see, David filled out his 5 acquisitions, and I feel like that's what pulled it out for David. Like, he pulled out the 5 acquisitions, but like, yeah, Matthew's team is strong. I've beaten him. David's beaten him, but I guess it's only strong inside the West, you see. But yeah, this is David's team. Like, there's not much to say, right? But his team balled out, my guys, and his team balled out, and they fell out the whole thing. Like, look, 8 steals right here, then you got 6 steals right here, then you got 4 right here. You know what I'm trying to say? Then you have 5, then you have 4, then you have 6. Like, what? Like, that's hard to beat, guys. Like, I don't think you guys understand how hard that is to beat. And then it's like, when you have guys doing that output, then look at the assists, like 28, 24, 20, 17. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, there's no major drop from like 40 all the way down to 30, then to, you know what I mean? Then look at the rebounding, 44, 33, 25, 21. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like 21 again. Like, this is from a point guard. Take that in, right? So his team went crazy. Like, this is what it's about, bro. I still feel like his team needs a few peaks here and there, but like, I'm not gonna tell him where he needs to go from here. I feel like he's heading in the right direction, but I'm just gonna say, David, that matchup was a little bit too tight, bro, for the Eastern Conference, my guys. I just want to say, round of applause for Daniel. Finally got his 2nd W. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know what's going on with Fred's team, but there's something about Fred that we do not know about, because this is just outrageous right here, because you cannot be 1-5 with LeBron James, Jamal Murray, Jaylen Brown, Zion Williamson. Like, this is not right, bro. This is not right. And I feel like he needs to make some trades, and I'm open to hear trades, because I really want Chris Paul, bro. I want Chris Paul bad. and I know why I want Chris Paul, and I want him bad. Like, I want Chris Paul or Jaylen Brown. Like, those are the guys I want, and I want them bad. But Daniel's team, like, I just want to say this, guys. You guys try to disrespect me and trying to violate me, right? Joe Harris balled out. This is not happening again. I'm sorry. Look what he did in 140 minutes. It's not happening again. But yeah, like, Daniel's team is improving, but I can't really say much because Fred's not really been active. He hasn't really been putting all these players on. So, like, everything that Daniel's team's done inside a week, like, I can't really say, like, yo, like, not trying to say, like, because then again, like, we don't know how active Fred is being. So, like, it's not really, like, I can't really say much because, like, okay, like, this is crazy, right? This is great, right? But, like, look at everyone else's numbers. Not trying to say, like, I would have beat Daniel. Like, would have beat Daniel 6. I would have beat him in points, yeah. Did he get a triple-double? Would have tied on triple-double. I would have beat him on blocks. Yeah, I would have beat him on blocks. What about steals? I would have beat him on steals. Assists 166. I would have beat him on assist. Rebounding, I would have beat him. 3-pointers made, he would have beat me. Percentages, I would have beat him on field goal. I would have beat Daniel this week. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, so it's like, against someone that's not being active, I'm not really gonna say much. I'm just gonna say, okay, good job, Daniel, but prove yourself this week. You dig? Prove yourself this week. You know what I'm trying to say? This matchup right here, Chris is doing the handiwork for the guys in the East, but like I said, it's war, bro. The East don't go down easy, but Cornelius is falling down. He's got his first loss of the fantasy. That's crazy. And he got it to Chris, the number 1 guy in the West, bro. Like, Chris is back. Welcome back. He's back, and I hate his team because his team is full of unknown creatures and unknown species and people that just be doing things that they're not supposed to be doing. Like, what the heck is this, my guy? Like, let's be real. Like, what is that, bro? Like, how you got 70 rebounds and 77 points inside a week, bro? This is not 2K Rec Center. And then look at this nonsense, bro. He's what, like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, what is this, bro? That's crazy. And then what? This guy's done this in what? He only played about 2 games? So I just want to say I thank God for giving me the time and the grace for letting me play Chris during the time I played him. Then look at this. Man grabbed 4 points where he's like, I don't care. I grabbed 24 rebounds. Like, what? But I love this, though. Well, you guys see what I'm trying to say? Like, now, like, if I compare this with Larry's team, right? It's like, okay, this right here, he has 2 guys that grab him 27 assists, 21, 19, 16, right? And then the rest are kind of low. But then look at this cat, 11 steals from 1 guy. Larry doesn't have a guy like that. The closest guy he has that I would do that for him is Paul George. But is Paul George gonna do that week in, week out? No. Then the next guy is 8 steals from Drummond, 5 blocks. That's just say, like, I feel like Larry needs to try and pick up someone that's gonna get him high volume inside these areas. You know what I'm trying to say? Because assist, he's good. Rebounding, he's okay. 3-pointers made, I feel like it's a weekly thing. It's like whether Trae Young and Donovan go crazy, and then points, Larry's standard. It's just steals and blocks. He needs to fight harder for those categories. But Chris' team is just stupid. Cornelius' team is tough because he's missing CJ McCollum. Like, CJ McCollum he's played a big role in the last 2 weeks for Cornelius. And I feel like another reason why Cornelius isn't doing much is because I don't think he's, like, Jokic hasn't gone with triple-double as well. And there's not really much to say because he has no CJ McCollum. But then again, it's like I haven't had Jimmy Butler, and I've gone on a 4-game win streak. So, like, I'm just gonna say, Cornelius, this guy needs to be dropped. I dropped him for a reason. Please follow suit. He's not worthy, bruv. He's not worthy. Like, he needs to be dropped. His output's not good enough, and I just feel like there's not really much to say because his team is really good, but this guy needs to be dropped right here. And Doug McDermott, if he's only getting you 2 3-pointers in a week, I feel like he's a question mark. But yeah, that's about it. And let me look at the standings. So now David is top of the East. Congratulations. Cornelius has finally dropped. And I just want to show you guys something. If I was in the West, I would be number 1. If we took these standings here and we placed them right here, right, our whole top 3 will push these guys to 6, bro. I just want you guys to deep that the disparity inside the East and the West, the difficulty, right? I'm on a 4-game winning streak, bro. My players just need to keep their head down and keep pushing and persevering. But like, I just feel like these conferences are not balanced at all. Like, Daniel wouldn't even be last placed if he was over here. That's crazy. But yeah, like, I'm still 4th place. And my team, like, we're closing up the gaps and everything. Like, I'm telling you guys, better days have come, and I'm just keeping my head down and trying to be tactical, trying to stay one step ahead of the game. I made some important decisions last week that helped me get the win. This week, I'm just gonna try and like sit back and just see like, yo, I'm really gonna take a look at Blake Griffin and meditate on it and see what it's about. This week I play against young boy Fred, you know, that's gonna be interesting. Daniel versus Matthew. This is Daniel's test. I'm gonna tell you that. Matthew's team is the test. I'm gonna tell you that. Matthew's team is the gatekeeper. If you can't beat Matthew's team, you're not a top 4 guy. Like, Matthew's team is the gatekeeper, right? Larry versus Cornelius. I'm gonna tell you this. If CJ McCollum's not here, I think it's gonna be tough. But I feel like because Larry doesn't really fill up the other categories and Cornelius' team goes crazy in them, I feel like Cornelius is gonna beat Larry despite not having CJ McCollum. David versus Chris. These guys made a big trade. Oh no, it was no, Chris and David made a trade as well. I think Chris is gonna take this one, right? Because I just feel like David, even though he passed the gatekeeper test, I just don't think he was convincing enough. And he had to use all 5 of his acquisitions. Chris has his Westbrook Brack, and his team is absolutely stupid when they're playing. Like, all of them are just shot stuffers. Like, they're absolutely stupid. So I'm gonna have to give Chris that one, and I'm just gonna say I hope everyone has a beautiful week. It's King Holland Walker. You know how we do, baby.